Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Mysterious JG. And once again, I'm in that position where I'm trying to get one video of this recorded just to give me a little bit of breathing room on this series. For some reason, I find time for 3 or 4 videos of my RPGs, but this one I just keep doing one video at a time. Which is why 10% of this LP is going to be the initial loading screen. Oh well, so last time we had an interesting video. We ran into a eugenics guy. Eugenics guy. Is that the real terminology? He's what I would think of as a racialist. He tried to say he didn't hate different races. He's just a big believer in keeping the races pure. This is obviously not an idea that is acceptable in the 21st century. Not to say that plenty of people don't still seem to hold it. But again, Rockstar are pretty kind of in your face with it, like, because I kind of was curious and I was like, so like I assaulted that guy right in front of people with witnesses. These are things that normally would have gotten me in big trouble with the law in Saint Denis, and the game really didn't seem to care. Like nobody in town cared. And I thought, maybe it's like a glitch. I'm curious what happens if, and I tried to set him up to be run over by a streetcar, and he ended up escaping, and that was my bad. But, no, sure enough, and I don't believe, like, once I lassoed him, it vaguely occurred to me later, hey, you can drag people behind you to their deaths on your horse. It occurred to me a little bit later, it was like, we could have, like, hung this guy, but then I was like, no, that's not something this game allows you to do, and I'm pretty sure I know why. This game will let you murder children, I believe, which is one of the big knocks on the Fallout, Bethesda Fallout games. Strange thing for people to complain about, but yes, people do complain in Bethesda Fallout games about how you're not allowed to murder children. But no, in this it just seemed kind of strange. But I looked it up, and yeah, that wasn't a glitch that happened to me. That's just everybody who's encountered this guy has noted, hey, like, the game doesn't follow the same rules as far as you're allowed to assault that guy in front of people. So Rockstar pretty clearly wants you to beat the shit out of that guy. And again, that was a case where I don't think it mattered if I tried to play nice. Arthur and him get into a confrontation if you talk to him at all. Anyway, here's my lovely horse too, running through the fields. But this time it's personal because it's a sequel to my lovely horse. Get it? Was that the stranger that was here? No, I don't even really remember for sure. No, the stranger that was here was the guy that we came down here and did this mission for with the electric boat, the General Dynamics electric boat up in Groton, Connecticut. Never mind, I'm being silly. Professor, the mercies of knowledge. We can do... now we can do some capital punishment for the professor, just in time as I record this video to celebrate the return of the American federal government executing prisoners. Huzzah! But let's visit Charles Chautenay first and look at his nudie pics before we go up and watch a man get electrocuted. I think the Onion had something in it today about the return of capital. I don't want to get into a big... I don't have a ton of viewership in this series, so I'm not really that worried about it. But I don't want to get into a big debate in the comments section about capital punishment or anything. But the Onion did have something kind of amusing today. They have their voices on the street where they have, like, 3 different, like, quote, people on the street reacting to a bit of news. And I don't remember what one of them was, but I do remember 2 of the 3. Wait, is that guy asking for... Are they just sleeping, or was that a beggar? I couldn't... I was talking.
Having fun, mister? Hello, mister.
Oh, he's just a drunk guy, yelling out drunk stuff.
Damn idiot, man.
Apparently he wasn't happy with me greeting him.
Hey, mister.
But anyway, no, they had their, like, little man on the street thing about the return of capital punishment. Capital Combat 90, the return of capital punishment. And you know, they had 3, and I forget what one of them was, but one of them was like, I prefer when the federal government decides who lives and who dies more indirectly. But my favorite was, yes, finally, the solitary confinement vacation is over. I was like, yeah, I was like, get ready, scumbags. That's what it was. That's what struck me funny. It was, get ready, scumbags. The huh? Oh. Sorry, I'm getting really distracted and not being able to play the game or finish my story. It's too much to do at the same time. Get ready, scumbags. The solitary confinement vacation is over. The idea being that the people who are going to be executed have been on death row in solitary confinement for a long time.
Hey, mister.
So, again, not going to get into a big debate here, but that struck me kind of amusing. Somebody's like, all right, scumbags. Your fun time vacation in solitary confinement on death row is over. So let's go to the Galerie Laurent. We can get frames. You'll gain arms and frames. Okay, what happened here? What happened to my mission? I appear to be in the Galerie Laurent. I guess I just need to be looking around, paying attention, and something will happen. Whoa, no, not trying to, like, attack people, JD.
Hello.
Come on.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Good weather we're having. Hi, folks. Hello, sirs.
Senor.
Nice to see some friendly faces around here.
Did somebody just say they hated me? Must want me to stop Let's Playing this and get going on my Nobunaga's Ambition series. Alright, so I don't know what happened there, but I thought I was going to get this...
Hey, mister.
Oh, it's upstairs, baby.
Hello. Look out, mister.
I'm trying to get out of the way here. I feel like in real life I would have done a better job navigating this staircase without offending anyone. Alright, so here's the exhibition.
Monsieur?
Is there someone over there that we're supposed to... Yeah, okay, we're supposed to talk to that guy. We went, Monsieur? Take a cigar, but I'm out of space. So is the joke here going to be that everything looks like dongs or something? Or maybe there is no joke.
Evening.
Bonsoir.
This looks like a pretty normal gallery here. I have no idea whether these are real famous paintings or not. I'm not an art guy, particularly. Now we're into the territory that would seem to be our friends' exhibitions. And there's him. Naked except for his little silly hat. Alright. Well, I mean, we came and we saw it. It might be that that's all there is to this quest. They do some fun open world stuff that you could just kind of explore. Rockstar is good at building games that you could live in if you just really don't have much of a life, I suppose. Or if you just like to get away from it all for a couple hours at a time in some video game world. Rockstar does a better job than most of building a world that you can escape to. Now I can equip the all-powerful broom weapon. Well, alright. We came and we saw the exhibition. it was kind of amusing that he had a self-portrait in there with his butt sticking up. But we don't really get to meet him again. Unless something happens on our way out. I kept thinking there'd be a reason to go over there, but there's not. Alright. I'll just whack this guy.
Good evening.
Fine evening to you.
Hey, partner.
Does appear that the gallery is free for visitors. So that's nice.
How do you do?
Took $1.12 from a coin purse. So we can't say we got no monetary reward out of this quest. We got $1.12. Probably at some point got a bounty for doing this quest. And lost more than that, but it is what it is. Alright, well. I mean, if that's the end of the quest, it doesn't result in, like, for once, the guy that we're helping doesn't die and goofily at the end.
Gentlemen,
Good evening, sir.
have a nice evening.
Sir?
Small bout of milk.
And certainly, that side quest seems to have disappeared now, so I guess we've completed it. Let's see if we can knock out, or get going on the professor before it gets, well, it's certainly nighttime now. Maybe we went in there right as that quest, maybe there is a quest to be done, and we showed up at just the wrong time. And that's why it was not permitted. So apparently he's going to get electrocuted in this guy in the middle of the night here.
You're going to be in a better place.
On a more electrifying place. Here we're going to become The Rock, the most electrified man in sports entertainment.
Better realm. Ladies and gentlemen, behold
Ladies
the carnival of this
Nemo.
man's existence. Incredible! He's nearly dead. So humane.
So they've moved beyond getting really angry about racism and against the fact that women didn't have the right to vote. And now rock stars,
May have been troubled,
you know,
but
politicking about
his
capital
passing
punishment.
is peaceful.
And I don't disagree with them, but again, it seems like, okay, Rockstar, you're kind of moving outside of the realm of just entertaining people with your game here. Oh, did he kill himself? Terrible, terrible sitcom with David Spade and that guy from Murphy Brown.
I think it's mighty fine.
Boom. I think I'm gonna do that to you. Well, I guess that's the end of that quest line. Oh, I got gold. What are my details? Oh, it's about fishing. Well, I guess they're both dead. Even though they asked us to... That guy asked us to shoot him. Oh, we lost, Professor Bear, his electric chair blueprint. This guy doesn't look like we can loot. Because he's not dead. He isn't dead yet. He's feeling better. But he is dead, so. Alright, well. We lost a little bit of good guy points there, but at the end of the day, we managed to successfully loot that guy. What's this? A letter. A letter has arrived for us. Well, you know, I think there's worse things we could do with the few minutes left in this video than, since I don't have another side quest to do, unless we've advanced far enough in the plot for one of the incomplete stranger missions to have more stuff. Doesn't look like it. At some point, I think that guy that was paying us to kill all the gunslingers is going to pop up again with one more gunslinger for us to kill. Or not kill, but take pictures of, I guess he said. But yeah, there's worse things we could do than spend a few minutes of video making our way back to Shady Belle so we can find out what's going on with this letter. It's probably a letter from our cousin Nico, or cousin Roman, asking us if we're gonna go.
Come on now, boy.
Dearest cousin, I hope this letter finds you well. Would you like to go stare at some fake American titties? Sincerely, Roman the Roman. I must stare at fake American titties, yet I cannot. Where do must and cannot meet on the graph? Yet I must, but I cannot. One of those movies from the first season of Miss... What's going on with these guys?
Get from her! Stay back! No, no! No! Oh, shit!
Once again, Justice Man. Okay, so that guy's girlfriend just got shot. He probably doesn't care that much about this guy, but let's see if he would care to kill this guy who shot his girlfriend, or possibly wife.
This has nothing to do with me.
That is true. Now he's gonna take her to presumably taking her to get help. Okay, so he doesn't seem to care, but I can loot this guy.
So, what you got for me?
Let me free!
So this is just a robbery gone bad. That's not that big of a thing, but so he's taking her off to
What the hell?
presumably to a hospital, but he didn't really talk to us, so I don't know that we've got anything more to do with him. But, I mean, you know, could this make up in some small way for not being able to kill the last guy we encountered in town that we were allowed to assault? Maybe. I mean, I don't know. You put on your 21st century morality caps here. That guy was a racist who was peddling racist ideas. This guy actually did just kill a woman in cold blood during a robbery attempt. Which one of them deserves death more? Oh, well, fucking... fine. Apparently this guy we don't get to just murder. You know what? Screw this. I'm not even dealing with this. We just got an autosave, I think, for the mercies of knowledge. Yep. We got an autosave. Suddenly, once that side business was over, the fact... maybe that makes sense. I can't complain it doesn't make sense. the people who watched me hogtie that guy might have just seen him shoot somebody, but if I ride around town with him on the back of my horse, other people are probably going to report it. But it's just annoying that there's no capacity for me to tell the law enforcement officers, hey, this guy killed somebody. I'm bringing him into justice. Like, not that that's what I was going to do. I was going to try to find out the streetcar and see if I can get him run over by a streetcar. But you know what I'm getting at, folks, is you hogtie somebody even if there's something going on in the game where it makes sense that in like a good old-fashioned Western movie, somebody who isn't a deputy could capture somebody and bring them into the law. In this game, it's just considered kidnapping, even if you watch them kill someone. Now, had I shot him on the spot and looted his corpse before moving too far afield of where the crime was committed, everything probably would have been fine. But whatever. This game is full of lots of little things where, yeah, you know what, I could play a more compelling game of this on, like, hardcore mode where I accept the consequences of little failures and goofs like that, but, yeah. What did I say? 10% is going to be a loading screen. Let's go back to our original plan of finding out what this letter says. It's a letter from Arn Anderson to Ric Flair. Never mind. It's starting to make a reference only Bobo would get. At least I'm doing that at an LP that I know Bobo is actually following. Every so often I'll reference something that's purely known to me and Bobo in like Final Fantasy 13-2 or Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age, and you know what? Never mind. It's purely me being self-indulgent at that point. Yep. I'm riding my horse. Yep, I surely am. For the best as far as not running into Lemoyne Raiders. Heard a horse screaming. There's.
Easy, whoa.
What's the matter?
Please, gotta help me.
What's up, ma'am?
Some fellas broke into our place. I got away, but they got my wife. Please, mister. I gotta do something.
Well, you gotta mark it on my map, man.
All right. Where is she?
It's a sacked out in the swamp by the water.
Okay. Go on. See if you can find the law. I'll do what I can.
I'll try not to get arrested for kidnapping the guys who killed your wife. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna be able to ride over this. Oh, maybe I can.
Easy there.
Alright, well, might be a good idea to shotgun and a rare rifle. But anyway, I got them equipped now is the thing before I go. Well, maybe not. Point I was trying to get at was actually having access to them whenever I get off my horse. Hopefully I'm not inviting death by a gator here. Oh, there's a gator. Like, right. Yo, there's gators everywhere. I am inviting death by a gator. I absolutely am.
There we go.
Oh, there's more than One of them. Oops. Where's the other one at? Well, the good news is he doesn't seem to be hurting her.
I'm gonna make you bleed.
Shooting at my horse, is he? Oh, he's shooting in the vicinity of a horse. Oh, I see him. Well, now I'm just targeting the stupid horse. Okay, there he is.
Folks.
Well, she said kill both of them, and I killed 2 guys. I only got shot once, so that's pretty good. She will be my prisoner. She will be my hostage.
Please untie me now.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, lady. Just gonna finish looting that guy, okay?
You all right, ma'am?
Please, God, unbind me.
Well, I figured I'd make sure that you weren't hostile
Sorry I
first.
weren't here sooner.
Thank the Lord you showed up when you did.
And then she kills you and steals your stuff. No, you can.
My honor.
Well, but I was about to suggest a terrible, terrible thing as something that you could do for negative reputation points. But you know what? Let's forget that I even thought about terrible, terrible things you could do, like rob her, for example, kidnap her.
What a mess. Would you please get them out of here? I can't stand to touch her, and I don't want her riding indoors.
Well, that's a good point. You don't want them just I suppose I could search her cabin for stuff, but it's a couple of feet away from the inside of your cabin good enough, or I'm not trying to swap hats. What the hell? No, I want my hat back, damn it. Alright, let me get your... I didn't put my hat on you, did I? Well, I meant for you to actually go into the water a bit, but whatever. Let me get my proper hat back here. And you come back in, she's waiting with a gun, tries to rob you.
There's some money I put away in the sack there. It ain't enough, but please take it.
Well, I mean, I think we could refuse, right?
You're all right now, ma'am. It's over.
Let's hope my Horace found another guardian angel like you.
Well, he found me, actually, but I could antagonize her. So I could take her money, or I could just leave it. She said there was a sack.
Hey, now you quit that now, you hear?
Okay, well, I mean, I thought you told me to take the money in the sack, but I mean, I guess we could just ignore it, right? Wouldn't that be like the Paragon thing to do? I don't know if we even get Paragon points for that.
Oh,
You want-
thank you again. You my guardian angel.
Oh, I guess you just take it.
Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Like, I don't even know if this registers as being completed if you just, you don't take it. Okay. Well, I mean, we got $50 out of that.
Thank you again for all your help. I think I need to be alone now.
Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't mind giving him back $50. We don't really need $50, but this is not the. Well, dang, I didn't think it would kick me from the side. Alright, well, I guess I deserved that. I thought that might have been the horse of one of the thieves. Come over here if you can avoid getting killed by alligators on the way. The horse is taking a significantly smarter route than I did. I'm curious who this is over here. They appear to have nothing to do with this quest. Hey, are you the guy?
Hi there, mister.
Nah, you're just a stranger. Just a regular old stranger.
Yep.
Alright, well that was... I don't know, what are you? Are you an alligator or are you like a dude? It was a snake or something. 'Cause I saw a red blip on the radar. I figured we were under attack, but okay, well, I mean, it's kind of time to call it a video, but I figure now we're...
Hey, who's there?
Whoa, whoa, it's... Okay, we are pretty close.
Man coming in.
Good to see you back in one piece.
That's right, I'm the man. Get that through your heads now. That's right, I'm Becky Lynch.
Easy.
Camp's got $142. I've got like $3,000. Wonder if I should donate. Been kind of a while since I've oh, the box is upstairs. Yeah, I guess I can give some money just so I don't feel like as much of a jerk. I'd certainly look and see what other people have been donating recently. Oh, never mind. It's another floor up. This is the best base ever. I hope we never have to move on in the story. Hey there, Molly.
My lady.
I'm sleeping, Arthur.
Good morning.
I'm sleeping, Arthur, says some rando that I wasn't trying to talk to.
That's what I like to hear.
Give all debts. Oh. I guess this was left over from a previous mission. I never turned my debts over.
Hey, John.
Hey, guy who may or may not be in the same room with me. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I've donated, but you can still see me back there. And since the last time I donated, there's been, let's see, 10, 20, 30, call that 40, 50, 55, 56. Yeah, less than $75 have been donated since the last time I donated. So I'd say if I donated 100, that I would have completely caught up with the donations that are happening without me. I just, like, I don't... Although, actually, I could give items instead. Let me see. Because these are stacking up because I forget to go sell them. Lovely sound effects too. That's about what I planned to donate. Alright. Well, no. Let's donate anything that I've got 5 of. I'll donate a few just because I probably won't remember to begin the next video by immediately going to the fence and selling stuff, which is the only way to make that into cash. The fence is essentially the cash man. He'll give me cash. And that's it. There's nothing else that I'm like literally not able to collect any more of right now. But I just donated more than had been donated for the entire many videos during which I stopped donating. So there's a letter, but we're out of time. So I really feel like I should. Well, I'm certainly not going to shave. That's not how this works. So let's save our game here in camp, and when we come back next time, between videos, folks, take bets amongst yourselves on whether I remember that we came here to read a letter, because there's certainly plenty of plot missions we could do besides reading the letter while we're here in town. It's entirely possible that by the time I play this game again, I will forget about the letter. And I'm kind of just as curious as you are as to whether that'll happen. But anyway, not an eventless video. This is kind of a meandering. This is, in some ways, this is my Steambot Chronicles. It's a relaxing, non-linear adventure where there's all sorts of murder and stuff. But yeah, we went to the gallery and saw the nudie pics, including the nudie self-portrait, and he wasn't nude because he was wearing his hat. But yeah, so we saw Nudie Guy's gallery. We watched the hilarious ending to the electrocution storyline. We watched a man kill a woman and tried to bring him to justice of a sort, but instead I just decided to load because screw it, I'm being charged with kidnapping. I'm sick of paying off bounties for this nonsense. We rescued a woman from robbers. I took the cash reward because I was vaguely hoping that if I examined it and saw how much it was, I might be given an option to not take the money, but it didn't seem like that was the thing. I probably could have walked out without taking the money and possibly gotten points. Who knows? Whatever. And we had some donations. So, all in all, a reasonably successful video. When we come back next time, we will read the letter. We won't have any more side quests unless it leads directly to a side quest. So we'll have little choice but to get going with the main story again. See you next time, guys.